Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm George Evans, Campus Director for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's Worldwide Campus at Fort Carson, Colorado Springs. It is my privilege to welcome you to the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy recognition ceremony for Cohort 1 of our Cloud Applications Developer Pathway. It is also a great pleasure to welcome the families and friends who are joining us from different parts of the country to celebrate this special day. I would now like to ask that you show your respect during the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce Major General Chris Cortez, who is joining us today by video messaging. Major General Cortez is the Vice President of Military Affairs at Microsoft, where he leads the company's engagement with veterans and military families as part of their focus on inspiring and developing former service members for roles in the IT industry. Major General Cortez served for more than 33 years in the U.S. Marine Corps. When he retired in 2004, he had been leading the Marine Corps Recruiting Command in Quantico, Virginia, and was responsible for recruiting more than 75,000 men and women. Before that, he was Director of Operations for the U.S. Pacific Command, where he oversaw the operations of more than 300,000 military personnel, and he previously commanded Marines at the platoon, company, battalion, and regimental levels, including during Operation Desert Storm. Major General Cortez not only advocates for education, he also mentors others. It's something he did in the Marine Corps, and he continues to do at Microsoft. I now present Major General Cortez.
Hello, graduates. It's great to be with you. To me, being gathered virtually is a real demonstration of two important things. First, that you've all shown incredible resilience amid change as MSSA classes moved online. And secondly, that you're joining an industry that will evolve significantly through this global pandemic as people and organizations become more and more reliant on technology. That makes your military background even more valuable. Through my 30 years of service, I've seen time and again how this community bands together when it matters most, how you step up to face adversity together. The presence of each and every one of you here today is proof of your shared contribution to that legacy. And it's that spirit of adaptability and camaraderie that will help you succeed in the next stage of your career. My own career has been a lifetime in the making. In fact, you could say it started before I was even born. In the late 1940s, two Spanish peasant farmers, Juan and Dolores Cortez, my parents, came to the United States with their 4 children. Among other jobs, they worked in the orchards of Northern California. My mom worked the night shift in an onion factory, and my dad worked as many hours as possible as a carpenter. Eventually, I came along, their first child born on US soil, followed by two more of my siblings. To say my parents worked hard barely scratches the surface of what they endured. They toiled through scorching summers and cold winters, driven by their ambition to give their children a life of opportunities that they did not have. They knew a better life required better education, and it became clear to me at an early age that a focus on learning would not only improve my prospects and allow me to help others, but it could also enable me to fulfill my dream of serving my country in a meaningful way. That hunger for education and passion for service ultimately inspired me to enlist in the U.S. Marines. And after 33 years as an infantry officer, those same values, plus the lessons and experiences gained in the military, led me to pursue a new career at Microsoft. As I learned firsthand, transitioning from a life in uniform is not easy. The civilian workforce is an entirely different realm with its own customs, principles, and culture. But as I also learned firsthand, veterans can succeed and thrive in the modern workforce. The skills we bring, such as problem solving, leadership, teamwork, and a mission-driven focus, are vital to companies today. But sometimes corporate decision makers and veterans and service members alike need to be reminded of what you bring to the table. That's why we started MSSA, to help equip servicemen and women like you with the tools and training you need to successfully transition to the next phase of your careers, and also to help companies understand just how valuable you are. No doubt the value you bring, especially today as the fight against COVID-19 creates new urgency to harness technology to improve how people live and work. Your skills and training from the military and MSSA have never been so critical. You represent some of the best talent our country has to offer. You have heart. You understand the value of mission. You know just how much can be accomplished swiftly, and when we come together resourcefully. Take a moment to recognize that and let it sink in. You already have what it takes to succeed in a civilian career. So I'd like to leave you with 4 tactical tips for mastering this new terrain. Number 1, find a mentor. Hopefully you experienced from MSSA just how beneficial it is to have a mentor on your side. Such a relationship doesn't stop being important. A mentor helps you level set, check your assumptions, and learn from their experiences. Second, pursue opportunities that leverage your strengths. If you haven't already, read the book Strengths Finder and take the Strengths Finder assessment. It's well worth it, especially in terms of learning how you can best operate and collaborate in a corporate setting. Third, network, network, network. Use LinkedIn, ask for help, job leads, tips, and introductions from your connections. And don't be shy about reaching out to those you have served with in similar units or have similar backgrounds and experiences. And last, believe in yourself. Like the most rewarding challenges in life, growing your career is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be persistent, and put your training to practice. Remember, you are the best recruiter. Your skills and experience will play a critical role in helping our workforce get back on its feet. Believe in that and own it. We're fortunate to live in a time when more and more companies are recognizing the incredible talent in veterans and service members coming out of the military and out of MSSA, specifically MSSA. Not only are you in demand, but your country still needs you. This is your time, and we're lucky to have you in our graduating class of 2020. I wish you all the best, and I believe in you. You can make your dreams come true. God bless each of you, and may God bless America.
Our next speaker is Dr. John Watrette. Dr. Watrette is the Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's worldwide campus. He provides leadership and strategic direction that fosters growth, maintains academic integrity, and promotes efficient operations for the worldwide headquarters in Daytona Beach, Florida, and over 130 campuses around the world. Under his leadership, the worldwide campus serves more than 23,000 students annually and has earned the top 2 rank in the country by U.S. News and World Report for the best online bachelor's programs and has held a rank in the top 5 for the last 7 years. Dr. Watrette is active with organizations both nationally and internationally. He served as chairman of the board of directors for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Asia, as an appointed board member and chair of the University of Florida Online Advisory Board, as an elected member for the Flight Safety Foundation Board of Governors, and as a board member for the Aerospace Alliance. He is also a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society and has been a featured speaker and panelist at several national and international conferences. He is a licensed private pilot and he holds a PhD and a Master of Science in Mathematics, both from Texas A&M University. He earned his bachelor's degree with honors from Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh, Scotland. I now present Dr. John Watrette.
Congratulations, MSSA graduates. It's great to be sharing this special day with you, your family, and your friends. Although I'm not able to be with you in person to recognize your achievements, I want to tell you how especially proud we are of you all. Every MSSA graduate in every cohort works hard to earn the MSSA diploma. But we are especially proud of you. I commend each and every one of you for your motivation, your hard work, and your resiliency during these challenging times. You have successfully navigated these uncertain times together as virtual teams. You have demonstrated agility, and you have achieved the goals you set out to achieve. All these attributes are key to your success. As you transition out of the military into the civilian world, remember that your military training has provided you with invaluable career skills such as self-discipline, teamwork, communication skills, and the ability to analyze risk. All key attributes valued in technology-related industries. Your days in uniform may be numbered, but your contributions to our country's high-tech economy are just getting started. One of the stories I enjoy sharing involves a young soldier who learned some important skills while serving as a combat engineer at Fort Carson. He had to overcome some challenges, but never gave up. He completed the MSSA program and found a well-paying position close to his home back here in Florida. Now, by all accounts, this young soldier's transition went very well. What makes this young soldier's story one that I really enjoy sharing is that even though he had a good job, he didn't stop learning. Within just a few short years, he completed not only the MSSA program, but also his bachelor's degree and is now working on his master's in information security and assurance, all with Embry-Riddle. He now has a position as a systems engineer in Washington, D.C. When asked why he decided to keep continuing with his education, he stated that each year billions of dollars are lost due to cybercrime, and he wanted to be part of the solution to this problem. Remember that learning is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. We are proud when you display your Embry-Riddle credentials, but lifelong learning is more than just displaying a diploma on a wall. It is also about the future you plan to create for yourself, for your families, and for our communities. We are experiencing history in this moment, a history that will be talked about for decades, a history that will reshape all of our lives in some way or the other. How we respond and become part of the way forward will define our future for many years to come. My advice to you, continue to be agile, continue to be resilient, become a lifelong learner, and use your knowledge and your skills in such a way that helps create the future we all want to be proud of. Thank you for committing your time and to the MSSA program. We are proud of you. We are proud to call you Eagles. Congratulations to all the MSSA graduates, and my very best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations.
It is now time to present the letters of recognition to our students. This recognition represents months of constant work, diligence, and effort. Christy Smith is the Microsoft Site Manager for the Cloud Applications Developer Pathway here in Colorado Springs. She has assisted the students from the beginning of their MSSA journey and will now present the cohort of students.
Hi, everyone. Our first CAD cohort in Colorado Springs is in the books. And I want to say just how proud I am of all of you and your perseverance in the face of so much change this year. It's a testament to your future success, and I know each and every one of you will have a great impact in the IT industry. Our teammate Dina shared a quote from Henry David Thoreau a couple of days ago that sums up our wish for all of you. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. At this time, it's my pleasure to present the participants of Colorado Springs MSSA CAD Cohort 1. Ryan Curry. Ryan completed 3 years of service in the Army, and as an infantryman, he was responsible for his unit's arms room and led his team on a number of special projects. Prior to his time in the MSSA, Ryan trained as an HVAC technician in the Denver area. He quickly learned to install, remove, test, and repair a variety of equipment in compliance with all codes and safety guidelines. As a participant in the MSSA, he's been creating an HVAC website that will aid technicians and installers by decreasing job time and providing quick, easily accessible information on different equipment. Ryan's strongest attributes include a personable and outgoing character, a willingness to learn, and a passion for technology in all its forms. Ryan is on his way to the Pacific Northwest, where he plans to continue school at Eastern Washington State University while seeking a software development or engineering position near Seattle. Congratulations, Ryan. Nathaniel Johnson. Nate is retiring after 22 years in the Army, where he served at multiple leadership levels. His military experience includes training to facilitate the movement of equipment in and out of deployment theaters, leading a team to conduct training on technical and tactical projects, and instructing airborne operations globally as a jump master. Nate brings a lot of strengths to the table, including leadership and management skills, multi-level communications expertise, a dedicated work ethic, and a team-centered mindset. During his time in the MSSA, Nate has enhanced his knowledge of software development and the cloud, and has volunteered to work on a General Dynamics website project with several classmates. Nate was recently accepted to an apprenticeship program sponsored by the U.S. Department of Labor, where he will continue his tech training near his family in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Congratulations, Nate. Nicholas Carl. Nick spent 4 years in the Air Force as a client systems technician. As a network and systems administrator, he was in charge of granting access to systems, providing IT support to clients, managing thousands of assets across multiple installations, and leading a team of 7. Nick's most valuable strengths are his work ethic, a precise attention to detail, his growth mindset, and a wicked sense of humor. During the MSSA, Nick developed his own auction website and has volunteered to help General Dynamics create, patch, and design their Put Veterans to Work website. He holds a TSSCI clearance, several certifications including Security Plus, and is working on becoming an Azure certified professional. Nick is applying for software developer, software engineering, or web app developer roles, but he's happy to continue his role as a systems administrator to kickstart his civilian IT career. While he'd like to be close to his family in Nashville, he's open to just about any location. Congratulations, Nick. Joseph Klaus. Joe's military service includes 4 years in the Navy and 3.5 years in the Army. Throughout his career, Joe worked with a variety of different communications equipment. His experience included assembling systems, training employees on them, and troubleshooting them under pressure. Joe's top strengths include being an excellent team player, an adaptable and quick learner, and showing critical attention to detail in his work. Joe's quick wit has kept his classmates smiling over the last 18 weeks. Throughout the MSSA program, Joe has been working on earning several MCP certificates and teaching himself JavaScript and Python. He is self-motivated, he loves working with his hands, and is always one of the first ones to try something innovative. Joe is considering school and is also looking to find a software developer role in the Colorado Springs or Denver area. He's open to other locations such as North or South Carolina and Texas. Congratulations, Joe. Xavier Long. Xavier spent 12 years as a signal support systems specialist in the Army. He held several different roles, including network technician, where he set up and managed wired connections across multiple buildings. He was an information assurance officer, managing user account creation and handling incidents of security policy violation. And he was a help desk technician, resolving Tier 1 and Tier 2 network issues. Xavier's experience with communication systems, equipment, and applications inspired him to learn software development. During the MSSA, he created a database which organizes the personal physical media owned by users, including details about the length of the media and the type, such as video or audio, and a description. Adaptability, multitasking, and problem solving are just a few of Xavier's strengths. He is a quick learner and is always willing to share his knowledge with others. He holds a secret clearance and has earned CompTIA Security Plus. He's seeking a software engineer, network technician, or systems admin role in Washington State, but he's open to other locations. Congratulations, Xavier. Anthony Lynn. Tony served for 6 years in the Air Force, where he was responsible for command and control of SATCOM systems. His job included planning and executing orbital maneuvers and coordinating with outside agencies to procure satellite connection time on the Air Force Satellite Control Network. During his years in the Air Force, he served as a Space Systems Staff Evaluator, a staff instructor, and a mission planner for satellite operations at Schriever Air Force Base. Tony's greatest strengths are his interpersonal skills, his dependability, and his eagerness to learn new technologies. He's earned his CCAF in Air and Space Operations Technology and is working on his BS in Computer Science at Western Governors University. Tony was the first in the class to accept a civilian position. He has accepted a software systems engineer position at LinQuest in Colorado Springs, where he'll be able to use his background in space technologies and app development. Congratulations, Tony. Cade McCammon. Cade served in the U.S. Air Force for 6 years as an aircraft flight equipment craftsman. During his time in service, he managed multiple programs that were critical to safety and national security. Cade developed an interest in technology, and especially the software industry, because of the growth and innovation it offers. During the MSSA, he created a database containing auction and user information and a web application for an auction system similar to eBay, that allows users to buy and sell video games. Some of Cade's strengths are team building skills, critical thinking, problem solving, and interpersonal communication. He loves a challenge and he's ready to take on his new career. Cade recently relocated to Columbus, Ohio to be near his family and has been accepted into a bachelor's program at The Ohio State University, fulfilling his dream of becoming a Buckeye. He's looking for software development opportunities in the Columbus area to build his experience and break into the industry. Congratulations, Cade. William Schaefer. Will served in the Navy for 6 years as an information systems technician. He was an information systems security officer responsible for leading a team of 8 other systems admins, managing systems including cybersecurity, Windows, Windows Server, Unix, and satellite communications. He also spent time training others on network operations and maintenance. After spending years in network administration, Will is specifically looking to transition to a software development role in his new career. He has programming experience in C, C++, C#, and Python, and he holds a TSSCI security clearance. His certifications include CompTIA Security Plus and VMware Certified Professional in Data Center Virtualization. During the MSSA program, he developed an application that allows users to manage and budget financial transactions. Problem solving is a passion and skill that Will excels in, and he loves a challenge. He's tenacious, dedicated, and team-oriented. Will is actively seeking software development roles, especially on the West Coast. He's already received several offers and has some big decisions ahead. Congratulations, Will. Priscilla Harris. Priscilla is a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, where she served as a medic for 6.5 years. She provided medical care to service members and their families, supported her clients through difficult situations, and collaborated with a variety of cross-functional teams. Priscilla's strengths include a strong client focus based on relationship building and a desire to positively impact others. She's a responsible team player who enjoys diversity and the fresh ideas that develop when members work together. Priscilla is also a lifelong learner and ready to grow with new and emerging technologies. As a participant in the MSSA, Priscilla volunteered to work on the General Dynamics website team and developed an app called Healthy Pup that tracks the medical needs of your family pet. She has built a foundation in programming with C# and has been independently learning Python and Unity game development. She's also interested in the technology of AI and the challenges of these types of cutting-edge innovations. Priscilla is looking at software engineering and developer roles in Denver and Seattle, but is open to other locations where she can develop all of her skills. Congratulations, Priscilla. So I'd like to give Priscilla a shout out right now, because recently she was out with some friends and nearby there was a child who began to choke. Her mother, the child's mother, yelled for help, and Priscilla, having spent 6 years as a medic and training people on emergency response, she jumped in and performed the Heimlich. So not only is she a great software developer, but she's also a hero to a local family. So Priscilla's really been a joy to work with during her time in the MSSA. She's a go-getter. She doesn't shy away from any challenge. And if I ever ask for someone to volunteer for something, whether it be for an outside project or to help incoming participants with their MTA exam, Priscilla was always one of the first to step forward. When I asked if she would speak and represent our first CAD class, she said yes. I knew she probably would. But because we've been virtual for our entire class, I've really missed the chance to be with Priscilla in person and get to know her. But the time I've spent with her on our teams in the afternoon and during our professional development class has left no doubt in my mind that she will be an unstoppable force in the IT world. I can't wait to see what great things are in store for her. To represent Colorado Springs and Fort Carson, CAD 1, here's Priscilla Harris.
Thank you, Christy, for all those kind words. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. Today is a very special day. Today we are graduating. And for such a special occasion, I have some very special Lord of the Rings quotes prepared. Obviously, there's "You shall not pass," "My precious," and my favorite, "What about second breakfast?" But I think a quote that really applies here is one by Gandalf. And that is, "All we have to decide is what to do with the time that's given to us." We decided to join and serve the military. We decided to pursue our dream in IT, and we decided to join MSSA. However, just like Frodo in the Ring, we did not accomplish this feat alone. We had the help of mankind, elves, hobbits, and dwarves, and we are the same. So I would like to thank our site managers. We had 3. Clint, Dina, Christy, thank you so much. Thank you for giving us different perspectives on how to approach our professional development. I would also like to thank our mentors, both technical and soft skills. Thank you for just giving us that insight into the industry. I would like to thank everybody behind the scenes that was able to make this happen, as well as family and friends that gave us the support through the process. Finally, I would like to thank Paul, our instructor. There was a lot of firsts in this cohort. The first CAD class at Fort Carson, the first virtual class due to COVID, and it was the first time teaching for MSSA. So thank you, Paul, for learning and growing with us. And with that, I would like to leave off a quote inspired by Paul and Boromir. "One simply does not graduate MSSA without using the debugger. So let's step out of MSSA and step into our next journey." Thank you, Class Corona Club. We did it.
Thank you, Priscilla, and congratulations to all our recognized students. Please join me in giving them a round of applause for this outstanding achievement, even though we can't see each other. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our virtual recognition ceremony. I would like to thank everyone for joining us, especially our guest speakers and the students completing the program. Please remain with us for a few more minutes while we end our ceremony by playing the Armed Forces Medley, then enjoy the rest of your day and the weekend. And to all of our students, a bright and happy future.